This is a DogFish. This is a DogFish Head 60-minute IPA. And that's what I'm drinking today. Welcome back, guys. It is time for yet another beer review. This time I'm checking out DogFish Head's 60-minute IPA. And the pale ale scene is not really my thing, but you know, I'm willing to give all beers a try, because just because I don't like a couple different IPAs don't mean I'll hate them all. You know, I'm more of a stout lager drinker, but there have been plenty of those that I've had which really fell flat. So that's what we're trying today. As usual, I go into all these beers completely blind. I don't know anything about the company, typically. I don't know anything about the beer, just what's on the label, and my impressions based on previous experiences. So if I remember right, I think of Doghead Fish as being kind of a craft brewery that really kind of caught fire a little bit. You know, now that we're in this whole craft brew movement, you know, it's something that really has kind of taken off as opposed to some of the other craft brews around. The 60-minute IPA, I've heard of it a couple times. There's actually a cocktail recipe I came across in research that utilized this particular beer, which is probably why it stuck out to me in the store, and I picked it to review just to kind of see what it tastes like on its own before I would go putting it into an actual cocktail. Now the label says, our continually hopped, super fantastic East Coast IPA brewed with a slew of great Northwest hops for a powerful but balanced citrusy hop character. That's what the label says. It also says it's a 6% alcohol by volume, brewed in Milton, Delaware. Alright, now I don't care much for IPAs typically. Ones that are a little more citrusy do tend to go over more with me, so hopefully, first impressions, I'm thinking this is going to be very hoppy. It's going to have that citrusy scent to it. You know, so what else is there to do than break into it? Now, it's worth noting while I pour this, I judge based on the color, the amount of head, the aroma, and of course the taste, as well as whether or not I would recommend this to somebody or not. It is a typical golden, you know, pretty standard color for IPAs. Has a really nice head on it. It's a fairly thick white head that it has overall. You can see there's a good bit of carbonation that's coming up there, so this is going to be, in my thinking, a highly carbonated product. I don't smell a whole lot of citrus, more of the hops than the citrus, but there is a little faint amount there. Almost getting some notes of orange or something along those lines. But ultimately the hops overpowers everything else. Maybe I'll take back what I say about IPAs. This, despite the hoppy scent, it's not overly bitter. A lot of IPAs I find are extremely bitter. This goes down really smooth, and there is that little citrus at the end mixed with kind of like a barley. You get a lot of really nice flavors out of this beer. What is a dogfish? Is there such a thing? Does that exist? I mean, and if so, why would you name your brewery after it? Alright, so just to recap, the color, it's a really nice gold color. The head was nice on this, particular beer. The lacing itself was also really good coming down the glass. Overall, it seems like a really well-produced beer. The aroma was a really hoppy aroma with a very faint citrus in the background. However, the taste was nowhere near as hoppy as the aroma would have led you to believe. I felt this was very smooth. It went down well. It wasn't overly hoppy, which many IPAs tend to be. As far as the taste, it went down smooth. I didn't feel it was overly hoppy, which kind of tends to be the case with IPAs, which is why a lot of times I don't like them. Overall, I didn't get a lot of citrus. I did get, some of that barley in there, some wheat flavor. Nothing too crazy. It wasn't an absolute standout, but it was very good, especially when I went into it thinking it was going to suck, and I'm not into IPAs. So overall, very, very good beer. So the DogFish Head 60-minute IPA, I am going to give that a 4 out of 5. I want to thank you for watching this beer review. If you like what I'm doing here, click on the subscribe button. You'll see even more. And if you want to see some of my past reviews, the overall scale, the ranking list, you can go to idiotsliquor.com/beer. The whole list will be over there. And as I add more, obviously that's going to grow. So give that a look. And don't forget, you can give me suggestions on what beers you would like me to try in future episodes. So until next time, guys, I want to wish you all happy drinking, and thank you for watching this one.